Hi folks, this is Alicia with Alicia's YouTube Ministries, and I'm doing yet another political talk. I was talking about useless construction projects and how we could have used that money. Excuse me, folks. How we could have used that money for better programs in the city library. I am so sorry, folks. Dreaded allergies. Anyways, it's come to my attention that it would be a good idea to do a review on all the construction projects the city of Mesquite has done that we really don't need. I named one of them in my last political video about the city of Mesquite, where I was talking about literacy programs in the library versus useless construction projects. But I think it'd be good to bring up about 2 or 3 others that good examples. On Trip and Beltline here in Mesquite, we had this elaborate wall project on the sidewalk. They didn't do it across the whole sidewalk. They just had it built on the corners of Trip and Beltline. And they give tribute to the City of Mesquite Council. But here's the thing. It was done in 2007, but I never really noticed it and didn't really catch it till I had a conversation with a very good friend this past month or so, in which I was telling him Mesquite used to have an adult literacy program in the library, and our city didn't, and the library could no longer afford it, so they had to get rid of it. So, he brought up that, and they're more concerned about decorations than they are about the actual needs of people. And that project must have cost thousands of dollars. That could have gone to much, much worthier causes. I admit it. There are some roads of construction. There are some roads around Mesquite that do need to be worked on. But most of the construction being done around here, we don't need it. Our roads are just fine the way they are. And, let's see. And then this one really irritates me. City Hall, or, they're expanding the, City Hall and other city buildings. And, in order to do that, they had to permanently close off a street to do so. And it was one of the ways to get to the Mesquite Public Library main branch. And there's still 1 or 2 other ways to get to the library. But, you know, it's a stupid inconvenience that our city didn't need, and we're wasting money on useless construction projects once again. Sorry, folks, my nose itched. I had to do it. And, air. Excuse me. We don't even need it, and yet we're doing it anyway. I'm getting sick and tired, and So what are things the city of Mesquite could use that money for? Well, I've already mentioned the library. The library is so important. People completely undervalue the public library, but it has important resources. I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, but I went to the city of Wiley recently, and they have a beautiful library with several useful resources. They have a teen hangout, several study rooms, a small business center, so that those who want to start small businesses or need more information about small businesses and etc., they can go to that small business center. And they have several other useful resources. And they did that because their citizens value their library. They donated thousands of dollars to the library. And that is how they were able to afford all of that. And we need that in the city of Mesquite, but I've recently been informed that a lot of the people in Mesquite came from country area, and many in the country area don't value libraries and education. I think that's a shame. Education and reading are so important. Reading has power that those who criticize those who read could never even begin to understand. And it's a shame. It really is that people undervalue their libraries so much. As I mentioned in the other video, it's a discretionary expense. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be a mandatory expense on the same level as police, water, firefighters, ambulance, and utilities and other essentials. But I do think that people need to value their libraries a lot more than they do. And another thing we need to give that money to is our recreational centers. The recreational centers are not very good, and so they often have to prioritize, and the Special Olympics teams often get cut out of the deal, and I think that's most unfair. We need to have a better recreational centers, and have it where Special Olympics can use it just as much as any other team. Well, that's it for now. Until later, take care. God bless. Bye-bye now.